So, last video I was a little apprehensive. Figured I might as well go a little harder now. So, yeah, things start to be looking a little sketchy. Um, I'll shoot right into the meat because I'm pretty sure that most of the people listening right now are familiar with the global economy that's happening and just the um, there was like a video going around about like the cabals and stuff. I mean, I've known about that stuff for years. Come on, now. I've known about it. We all have. I mean, like if a lot of it is true, and a lot of it's sensationalized to make it look like it's fake. And at the end of the day, I don't even know if it's just a grand scheme to just distract all of us in the end, and we're all just supposed to be running around like animals. I don't know. But there is a concerning factor, and call me somebody that catches on galvanized thoughts. Hopefully, I'm not one that's spurring it here. And that's one. So, see, I don't like talking about these things because I feel like sometimes if I talk about them, I spur them, especially given this context that I'm speaking. Um, I'll say that we have to be very conscious about the fact if we try to switch our currency. We notice that the Fed is printing out money at an insane rate. You, if you've seen the Dow Jones, if you go on any Google, you can go on Google and search Dow and then press the button that says 1 year and see the jump. It's a crazy jump. It doesn't make any sense at all. You look at it and it's like you look at the Dow. It's like ooh, and then all of a sudden, oh, there's Corona, and then all of a sudden, boom, and it's like, what was that? And you know what's crazy is that wasn't the 1.5 trillion. The 1.5 trillion. I watched that. That just flopped. They that wasn't that money that they threw in. That was something else. Something else happened that made it go shoot back up. Like speculators or something. Like yeah, I feel like it had to do more with the media. I feel like maybe like they somehow alleviated this. I don't know. Using Trump, insider trading, like fleecing the market. Like I mean, I'm cues on to things, of course. Yeah, there's yeah, you can't see those buttons. But anyways, wait, I'll just bring it a little closer. I mean, like, if you catch my drift, I understand what's going on, but at the same time, like, I don't know if I necessarily trust Q either, because it's cabals fighting cabals, and one's fleecing the market, and the other one's trying to, like, fleece our brains, and, and they might kind of be, doing a 69 on all of us. So, shit. Like, if that's the case, fuck, I'm dead. Like, we're all, like, fuck. Like, you know, maybe they want me to be the next, nah, I can't say that. Bill Hicks, no, shit, then I'm dead. Fuck. Or not. Ooh, Alex Jones. But anyways, um, some better points I have coming. All right. This one's crazy. You Gnostics are gonna like this one. So how about this? All you motherfuckers that may possibly be listening to this, most likely, I would probably go on a limb right now and say anyone listening to this, is probably, I don't know, clairvoyant. I guess. I mean, like I said in the last video, it's hard for me to even differentiate between my own reality and somebody else's own reality, and I'm pretty sure it's the same for them. And maybe it's like different lives or so. I don't fucking know, but I've heard a lot of bullshit in my life. But yeah. So um, right now you're looking at me through a screen And it's weird because you normally wouldn't be talking to me. I probably would have never met you, but I've met a lot of other people, and I probably would be talking to more people right now. I don't know how far this is going to reach, but I would imagine that I would be talking to more people right now, and just on a regular basis, but I'm quarantined. Everyone's quarantined. So there's a lot of pent up emotion, a lot of pent up clarity. Well, no, it's a lot of fogginess. It's just everyone's foggy. All the clairvoyants are foggy right now, and it's because of the fact that all the I'm using the word clairvoyant in like the very basic sense, like the dictionary term, like people that just happen to be galvanized something. I don't fucking know. Look up the word. Um, like there's all scrying, not crying, maybe crying, but scrying, like 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 crystal ball shit, like so, like they're all talking through crystal balls right now, and that's pretty nuts, right? Like that's kind of a nuts concept, like and it's something new because normally the people that were really clairvoyant weren't forced to have to do this, like to do it through this means. You have to say that a phone is pretty fucking magical. Like, it's like, come on now, it's pretty. I know that it's explainable, but you try to explain all the components in a phone, I can't. It's fairly magical, so you have to at least give it credit for that. But how much did we sacrifice, and were we allotted a time? Are we going to be given the time back eventually? Is it going to be given for a short period, and then will we get it back again, and then be like, oh, hey, remember that time where we lost our time, and then we got it back again, but only for a little bit? Like, it might change everything a little tad. Yeah, so goes back into benevolence. Benevolence. That's exactly what I was talking about, was benevolence. That I believe that most of this is kind of that I've always had a theory, always this hypothesis, and it's kind of always been proven to be true, that cause and effect, this loosh, I guess you could say, this pulling, this like horrible feeling that we have about society, has to at least let itself up eventually, because then or else it's kind of like over harvesting the crop, like it has to because it's like if you want that much power, you can't let that much go. So I would say like almost like the guidestones and stuff don't make sense because we're not running out of resources, and like the Georgia Guidestones, all that stuff, like the Illuminati. Oh, they're trying to get population control, cut it down to fucking whatever it is, 500 million, I believe. This is the number they say. I don't necessarily believe that's true because they need more people in order to get more power, and you can physically, overpopulation doesn't exist. It's actually a lie. And there's no resource depletion. It's just the fact that we aren't allowed the technology yet to utilize it. So, like there's many technologies out there, but it just hasn't been it's not monetized. It's not in we can make kelp farms in freaking Africa. We can make energy out of gyroscopes, most likely. It's like shit. Come on. It's not. I know I said gyroscopes like a joke, but come on. There's look into Tesla's papers. Like there are a lot of ways in things that are being held back from us, and it's being held back for a reason, because it's going to be leaked every now and then as like a godsend. And I don't know. All I can say is that you're probably listening to this right now. You're probably as crazy as I am, and so then believe in the fact that all I can say is that I've been trying to, like, I thought about maybe changing it. I can't really change it. All I know is that maybe, like, I can survive it knowing that there's at least a benevolence in the back. But I might die. Who the fuck knows? I probably could die. I could die tomorrow. Not to be morbid, but you should maybe live life like that. But also, don't be afraid. And then also, too, you should plan for the future also. Like, planning for the future is good. It's hard. That's actually the hardest. That's the hardest. That's the hardest part, is planning for the future. Yeah, like, shit. Yeah, like, fuck. God damn. Like, it's almost harder. It's almost easier for me to say, oh, I could die tomorrow, than like, oh, yeah, well, I'm gonna be 50 eventually with kids. Like, oh, fuck. Like, yeah, but they're trying to turn us. Yeah. It's the other side. Saying New Silk Road, social credit, digital dollar, new citizen. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is a good point. Um. What if all you crazy Gnostics think that like, you say, like, you believe in the Lush harvest, like, like how life is just kind of the Matrix battery pulling energy Lush bullshit. Like, I don't disagree, but, or at least from what I've seen, life, as they say, life is suffering, or at least like emotion, like you can laugh too. It's like they want an emotion pull. It's the whole point behind adrenochrome, right? But so. Oh, I shouldn't have said that word. Anyways, what if it's meant to be shitty, or at least we're being tricked into thinking that life is hell or shitty, in order for our souls to try to escape into the void? And, like, they're trying to keep us here, but for a good reason. But there's bad people trying to scare us away. I never thought about it the other way around, which then makes it just fucking. Then I don't know if Jesus is real or not. Like, it's like when you die, Jesus is lying to you or not, and you're like, oh, is he just lying to me to try to, like, perpetuate, like, the prison planet, or, like, is he trying to send me somewhere? Like, goddamn, like, what is? Yeah, you never know. It's like I just probably, like, sit there as like a crazy ghost still and be like, well, I'm just gonna watch this, because I don't know. Shit. Is that how ghosts are made? Just by indecision spirits? Shit. Like, you choose to be in purgatory because you're just like, I don't trust any of this shit. Like, fucking, yeah, so benevolence. You need to have benevolence if you're trying to be a god. If you're trying to act like a god, like we tell, like, all these cabals are trying to act like gods upon us. If they really want to act like a god, they have to allow benevolence, which means that, like, they can't just cut off, like, everything at once. They can't just go full balls to the wall. And that's what we've always seen. Like, we've always, like, I'm not even saying, there's been other times where, all of us have been like, oh, God, it's going to happen. It's happening. And, it happens a little bit. This time it's a lot. But, like, it can reel back, and it'll reel back, and they'll reel it back, and they'll be like, let's reel it back. Let's, like, let's let the people chill out for a little bit. And we might get actually like a 10-year period of, like, good shit, Or this might be the apocalypse, but I don't, let's nix that. Because, these guys, they don't care when this gets done. They're just trying to get their goal done. So let's stall them, like, let's stall them. So then, yeah, like push it off for another 10 years. You can experiment some more. I guess. Not that much. Be weary every time. But, don't do it's not time to go full mode. But, who knows? Maybe it is. If it is, then shit. Maybe this might just be a weird testament. Let's hope not. Let's really hope not, because I think that all of us can come back from this, and if we come back from this, and if they like actually are like, oh hey, you don't have to worry about the virus anymore. Oh hey, go about your business now. Go back to real life. Imagine the feeling of that. I wonder how people would act. I wonder if they'd be scared, like impish, or I wonder if they would be like, woo, Mardi Gras, I'd have mixed emotions. Anyways, until then, I might make another one on a weekend, because I'm still an essential worker. And wish me luck on that one. Trying to keep my hands clean. Yeah, as much as I can, I guess. Probably should keep my mouth clean pretty well, but you know, I'm trying as well too. I'm courteous when I can, but I feel like I can have to exploit my First Amendment while I still have it. Well, thank you for listening, and if you have, love you guys. Keep up, and I guess yeah, I might make another one. Thank you.